Hello everybody, welcome to Simulated Heaven. I thought I would continue this journey I'm doing to Nurnberg. This has to be the most eventful journey I've ever done in this game. In terms of the issues I've had with the game, seriously. I've had to again take out all of the mods because with the mods I had installed, even though I only had a few, for some reason there was a problem, and it was basically causing the game to throw my truck all over the road and like damage my truck. Like the physics for some reason freaked out on me, and I believe I've had to go further back in the journey. I believe I've had to go back in the journey now, a bit further back than I was anyway. The upside is you can probably see my track IR is on. Works perfectly with the game. Pretty smooth, I've got it pretty smooth. I still haven't worked out how to be able to look behind, which is a little bit annoying, but hey, I can live with that just about. But it seems like my fuel problem is fixed from the last video. That was kind of hilarious that the fuel was going down that fast. I couldn't believe that. So what I'm going to do is, obviously I took all the mods out. I took all of the mods out of the game, and yeah, I'm definitely going to be just slowly adding mods. I think I'm going to wait until I finish this delivery, and then before I accept another one I'm going to add back in some mods. Because yeah, I think what happened was I changed the mods because of the problem I had with the fuel. I tried to change the mods like halfway through a journey, and I think that kind of was the thing that kind of messed everything up a bit. So yeah, we'll see. So basically right now this is like vanilla Euro Truck Simulator 2, and it's still an awesome game in its vanilla format. They did a really good job. I can't remember if I put this game on my SSD or not. I don't think I did, and you know what, I'm thinking I might have to, because this game does also kind of suffer from minor freeze-ups. I play a game called Mortal Online, and the whole time I've been playing it I've always had issues with the freeze-ups in the game. I played around with so much stuff in that game, and I was still getting massive freeze-ups in the game. So then, what I did was, I bought last weekend. Was it last weekend? Yeah, I think last weekend I bought an SSD, a solid-state drive, and I installed Mortal Online on that. I already have an SSD which is running my Windows, but it's a little bit old. It's a few years old, and it's only like 75 GBs, so it's not very big. So I bought another one. Like, the first one is still working fine, but oh, this is going to end badly. There you go. That was a bit of a last minute thing there, wasn't it? Oops. Yeah, so the first one still works fine. Windows still seems pretty fast and everything. So I thought, and I couldn't be bothered to like reinstall Windows on a new one, so I thought, hey, I'll just have this other one to have my games on it to help with loading times, or help with these kind of games that have issues with loading. So, but the problem is I bought a 256 gigabyte one, and I wish I'd bought the 512, because I've pretty much filled it all up already with games, which is pretty crazy. But I don't think I put this game on it, so I'm thinking I might need to see if I can fit this on, because this is a game that I think would benefit. I mean, there's just some kind of minor freeze up, and I would imagine that must be to do with the the loading of the map. So this is the kind of situation where SSDs are great. Like, you don't really notice a massive difference. I think sometimes in a few games you get a bit more FPS, but it's not anything too crazy. But the reason that I bought it to put some more games on was to help those games that load big maps in. So I think this would be one, Mortal Online, some RPGs like The Witcher 2 and stuff like that. So yeah, that is the plan. But yeah, in a way I wish I'd bought the 512. It just seemed way too expensive. I mean, the price of SSDs has really come down, and I think I got my 256 gigabyte one for about 200 US, which I think is a good price, considering they used to be a lot more expensive than that. But I think the 512 one was quite, you know, it just seemed a bit too much for a hard drive, but I don't know. Maybe I'm slightly regretting that now, because it is awesome to load up a game in like super quick time. But I think it means I just need to organise myself, and like if there's a game that I don't play very often, I'll just have to move it off the SSD. And certainly any games that don't really benefit from SSD, or any game which is quite low on resources, those kind of games, then obviously I won't really bother having them on the SSD. And I'm sure I can work it out. Okay. Darkness. The AI, the vanilla AI is kind of annoying, isn't it? They are pretty slow, to be fair. And then when you try and overtake them, they then accelerate. That used to happen in UK Truck Sim as well. I think the AI mod did improve that a bit. So we'll see. I've been really impressed with how well this game has done on Steam. I didn't think, I mean, I obviously realised that putting this game on Steam was going to be a big thing for the game, and I really thought it would help the game to sell a bit more. But seriously, I didn't expect it to do this well. Like, it's been the #1 seller on Steam pretty much ever since it was released on Steam, which is crazy. It is crazy, really crazy. And I think the only time it went off of the top spot was when I think it was Portal 2 was on like a 75% off or something in the midweek, and that was the only time a game got more, just because it was crazily cheap, I reckon. But yeah, so I'm really happy for the game, because like I've said in my other videos, they basically had bet their entire company on this game, on the success of this game, and if this game had not lived up to their expectations in terms of the sales, they would have basically you know, I think they would have drained their company of a lot of money, and there's a possibility that, you know, that they might have had to have closed if the sales were really that bad. But yeah, so I'm really happy for them, and I'm really hoping they can kind of build on this success. I mean, first of all, it shows that there's actually appetite for high quality, kind of almost AAA simulator games. I think a lot of people that make these kind of games, they like to make a cheaper game which is like $20 or $25 or something, but they don't really put the time and the effort into the game, so it's quite a buggy game, or it's quite a low kind of graphical game or something. Like most of the other sim games that I play are kind of like that. This is one of the few that have really kind of pushed the boat out and tried to have high quality graphics, and yeah, this is almost like a AAA kind of game for the simulator genre, and I think it's awesome. I think they've done a really good job. It's a bit dark, isn't it? But yeah, so and I'm hoping that maybe in the future when they make Euro Truck Simulator 4 or whatever, then I'm hoping they're able to add multiplayer. I believe there's a multiplayer mod that someone is trying to make, but to be honest, I don't know how good it's going to be. Might not be that good. We'll see.
but I am quite excited for it. I think it's, you know, pretty awesome stuff. But maybe, I mean, I don't know if the multiplayer mod, I don't know if they can actually make it so that you can run on a map with other people and work for the same company and kind of interlink your games in a way. I have a feeling that all they're going to do is kind of make a map that you can drive on, so it's almost like a truck cruising kind of multiplayer. I mean, that's kind of what I'm expecting. So then I hope in the future that the next Euro Truck Simulator 3, the official one, I'm hoping that one has got some kind of multiplayer where everything is interlinked. I mean, I've said it before, imagine this game in some kind of a co-op kind of situation. I think that would be epically awesome, and I think it would kind of make this game even more successful. I mean, the amount of people that have bought this game, even though it's it doesn't have the multiplayer. I mean, I was slightly worried that maybe the lack of multiplayer might have, you know, hurt it a bit more in the sales, but it seems like it was a good idea for them to do that, because like I probably explained before, they said the reason they did that was so that they could focus their whole attention on making this game the best kind of single player game they could. I mean, the only issue I can see is you're going to get a lot of people trying to pirate, you know, any game which is a single player only game that doesn't have a multiplayer or a co-op kind of element. Unfortunately, there's a lot of people that will just basically go out there and steal your game. So yeah, that's the only kind of downside that I can see. I'm going to go and have a rest. But apart from that, you know, I mean, and like I said, it does appear that they've done pretty well. They've got some pretty good sales figures, I would imagine, by now. Someone said something like, since they've been on Steam, they've sold like 40% more, you know, than they had previously, which is awesome. Okay, let's get some rest. Might wonder what time it will be. Oh, lovely. I do like it when it's like this. Oops, I'm pressing the wrong button. That's the button. Oh, look at this, man. Now, this is one of the reasons this game is freaking awesome. The environments. Look, like, I've been to sleep, wake up, and look what I have here. Like, a beautiful environment, sunny. While I'm going slowly. Why are my lights on? I thought, oh, hang on. My lights are off, right? Yeah. I'll show you this interior. This is like a stock interior with, you know, vanilla interior. It's still pretty good. You know, it's a big improvement over UK Truck Sim, and I do actually like it quite a lot. But, you know, of course, some of the modded ones are a bit more HD, a bit more interesting. One of the things I hate, though, there's loads of modded interiors where they put curtains in the windows, and I'm just like, I really don't like having those funny curtains in my windows. But anyway, what are you going to do about that, eh? And yeah, it seems like the implementation of Track IR is pretty smooth in this game as well. Seems to work well, no issues. I did actually try using a thing called Face Track Noir, which you can basically use for free. But the problem is it really relies on your webcam, and the webcam I had did not work very well with Face Track Noir for some reason. I tried to get it working. I'm sure if I'd spent more time I would have got it working a bit better, but in the end, I mean, I'd already bought a Track IR before a while ago, and what happened was the Pro clip thing broke. And I had to order a new one, so that was kind of why I haven't been using my Track IR for a while. But I did get my new Pro clip, and then I've been, whoops, I always do this in Europe, I'm always in the wrong lane, it's kind of funny. But yeah, so I did get my Pro clip, and I have recently been starting to use it again. And Track IR is awesome. I mean, if you can get it like to run smoothly, it just adds to the immersion so much. I mean, I don't really like having a big thing on your head, because you need to put, even with the Pro Clip, you've got this kind of thing attached to your headset, which is a little bit annoying. And that's why, if you can get the face track noir thing working well with the webcam, it means you don't need anything on your head, like any extra things. But you know, I was having issues, but maybe if you're a bit more pro with that kind of computing stuff, you might be able to work it out and get it working. But yeah, like I said as well, I think it is more to do with the quality of your webcam, or the style of your webcam, or something. I don't know. Didn't seem to work well though, for me anyway. I'm just going to go in the middle. In Europe, I quite often end up just driving down the middle of the motorway, because you know, like I said, I often end up in the wrong lane, you know. Okay, now I actually changed over the in-game thing from kilometers to miles, so now it's telling me how many miles to go, not kilometers. 273 miles, and it's going to take me 7 hours. So yeah, I think I did get a bit put back because of all the problems I had with the mods, cause like I said, because I changed the mods kind of halfway or something, and then you know, halfway through this journey I changed the mods because I was having that fuel problem, and then for some reason that kind of ruined the physics in the game. It kind of freaked the physics out. So yeah, it totally freaked the physics out. Like, I loaded up, and then my truck was like bouncing all over the place and getting crazily damaged and like everything. And then when I tried to unattach my trailer, my truck just flew up in the air. I just think one of the mods, or there was some kind of a conflict with the mods for some reason. But that's why I think I lost, because I kind of somehow lost a save. So I was kind of set further back in the journey. So yeah, like I said before, I would say this has been the most like longest journey I've ever done in the game, and the most like eventful journey in terms of the game performance, because I've never had so many issues. Like, the fuel issue was so bad. I mean, there's no way that I could have finished the entire journey with that fuel issue. It was so frustrating, seriously. One of the things that a lot of people like to do in this game is they like to add a mod which takes off the speed limit. But I actually really like having this speed limit, because I find this speed limit is pretty realistic. You know, I would rather have a more realistic speed limit, you know, and rather than just have trucks like driving way too fast. Because let's face it, in real life, a truck would not be driving that fast, really, would it? Well, it's kind of funny as well. I've only just had this new YouTube account running now, the Simulated Heaven one. It's been running for just over a week. I think it'll be coming up for 2 weeks at the end of this weekend that's coming up. And yeah, so it hasn't been up very long. But I've got one video which is what I think of Euro Truck Simulator 2, which by far is my most viewed video. It's got like nearly 600 views, I think, now, like that short amount of time. So that's crazy. Like, I did not expect to get any kind of views for ages on this new account, you know, because on YouTube to get any kind of traction it takes you a while. So I've just been trying to upload loads of content. Like, I'm trying to get in the habit with this channel of trying to upload one video every day. I mean, of course it might not always be possible, and some days I upload more than one. Oh, there's a truck coming. To try to like make up for that, you know. But on the whole, I think I'm going to try my best to upload one video every day, So yeah, I've just been trying to get as much kind of content up on this new channel, to then hopefully be able to get some kind of traction with the channel. I mean, I'm sure this channel will increase much faster than my Asia Boy 208 channel, because when I first started that was my first ever YouTube kind of account. And kind of when I started it, I didn't start it with any real purpose in mind. I just started uploading videos of the games that I played, and I just did it in a really ad hoc kind of manner. And I really didn't expect that anyone would really follow me on that. But the more that I uploaded on that account, the more kind of professional, or the more serious I took it, I would say. So then, obviously, when I'm starting this new account, the Simulated Heaven account, I think I've got a bit more experience of kind of what helps you like to get some kind of traction on YouTube, and certainly regular uploading. I mean, I find if you just put a load of content out on the internet, you can just leave it there, and you will basically over time gain subscribers. I mean, obviously, I'm always going to try to upload a video a day, but there might be times when I'm really busy at work and kind of tired and blah blah blah, you know, and on those days obviously might not be uploading quite as frequently. So yeah, and like it's really is like a snowball effect. It's like anything, like it was exactly the same when I was live streaming on Twitch TV, and it's the same on YouTube or any of these kind of things. You start off really slow, right? When I first started doing the YouTube uploading on that Asia Boy 2008 account, it was really slow. Like I can remember when I got like 50 subscribers, I was like, yeah, I was like really happy. And then like 100 after that, it came a little bit faster than the first kind of 50. And then when I got to like 500, I was like, oh my goodness, 500, that's crazy. But it's like the higher up that you go, the faster you kind of gain more people. It's crazy. So you can imagine that when you get, you know, further on, it just keeps going up. And I really enjoy playing these kind of simulator games, and things like Euro Truck Simulator 2, the popularity of it is making me feel that, you know, the simulator genre might be getting more mainstream than it used to be, just because, you know, there are actually games out there that are more graphically what people are looking for and stuff, you know. Oh dear, you know. So that was kind of why. I mean, I think if you're going to start a YouTube account or you're going to do anything like this, you need to kind of base it on something you're interested in. You can't just, like, I've heard of people, for example, making their YouTube account entirely about, say, Black Ops or something like that, just because they think that's what's going to get them lots of viewers and everything. But they don't actually enjoy playing that game, or they basically are trying to find a formula to be a successful YouTuber, but they don't do something they actually enjoy or have some expertise in. So in the end, I think that's going to fall quite flat, isn't it? But yeah, so it's important that you base it on something that you have some kind of experience on, like a knowledge and an interest on. So this is perfect. Like, there aren't really that many, if any, people who are doing reviews and like these kind of commentaries on simulator games in a serious way. I mean, so I kind of saw that might be a good thing for me to do, to try to fill in a little bit of a gap there. I mean, oh my goodness. I mean, not all my videos are serious. Of course, I'm going to be doing some videos that are serious and some that aren't as serious. Like when I was doing my city car driving car kind of review videos, they ended up being quite crazy and quite kind of funny. But then obviously I do other videos, like I already did a first impressions on that game, which was a bit more serious. So yeah, like I'm gonna, of course I might have some videos that are quite funny. Whoa, where's he going? I might that was crazy. AI fail. That was total AI fail. It really was. Can I go down here? No, I can't. I'm gonna crash. Sorry, dude. Wow. That was a real close one. Now what's happening here? Oh dear, I like totally nearly crashed, and I'm gonna cause a massive like line of traffic, and they're gonna be annoyed. Oops. Serves me right for trying to overtake on that kind of road. I need to go right here. But yeah, I mean, of course I'm going to do some videos that are kind of funny videos. I think the thing is, though, I'm not trying to be someone that's not myself. That's another thing that I've noticed some people try and do, because they see these guys that do crazy kind of playthroughs where they're swearing all the time and doing funny voices and, you know, doing all this kind of stuff, and they think, oh, they see these guys that have got like loads of success on YouTube or on Twitch TV with live streaming, and they think, okay, I'm going to try to copy that guy, and while they're streaming or doing videos, they're not really themselves. They're trying to kind of take on a persona, and quite often a lot of these people, when they do this, it makes it feel kind of forced and it isn't as good, you know. So yeah, basically just don't try to do anything on YouTube or with streaming that is not your kind of natural interest or ability, because if you are kind of naturally a humorous person, of course then you're going to be able to make those kind of funny playthrough videos and it will become really successful. But if you aren't naturally kind of good at that, just don't try to force it. So yeah, what I'm trying to say is those videos I did that were kind of funny videos, I didn't force it. I was still acting myself how I would act, if you know what I mean. So yeah, so I'm quite excited about this new channel. As you probably noticed, I've been adding quite a lot of content to this channel, like every day at least one video. I think I've got a good like 20 videos up on the account now, which is nice. And then I'm not sure, like the ASMR playthrough videos, I think I'm still going to try to do those, but I'm not sure how successful that channel will be, because I think ASMR is quite a hard thing to get right. And I don't know, it was kind of funny actually, because I did a roleplay video of Mortal Online being an estate agent, and after I finished that video I kind of watched it back myself and I nearly didn't upload it because I thought it sounded weird. I thought I sounded weird. I thought, you know, it wasn't very good for various reasons. I was so close to not even uploading that video at all. But then today I looked on that account and someone had left a comment saying, oh, this is by far, oh my goodness, this is by far your best video and all this kind of stuff. Wow, look at this road. By the way, I'm heading to Luxembourg, and I've never been to Luxembourg in the game, and look at this scenery, man. This scenery is awesome. And look at this road. This road is really cool as well. Yeah, so this person was saying, oh, this is by far your best video, I really enjoyed it, please do more role plays. I was like, whoa. So so it's like, of course, that you can never please everyone, and I'm not trying to, but I just wasn't sure that the ASMR playthrough channel was going to work out, because I wasn't sure if I was really doing the ASMR like well enough. I think my next video on there, I'm going to try and do a hunter video. You know, that the hunter game that I was playing, I'm going to try and do a video in that game. The only problem that I thought is that obviously every time I fire a gun in the game, it's going to be loud, and usually with ASMR people are really relaxed, right? Or that's the idea of it, you know. So, or they even like fall asleep. So it's like if there's a sudden loud noise in the video, that won't be good. But I'm sure there'll be a way around it. I'm sure that I'll be able to somehow make the sound of the gun lower, or the game sound lower, or something. And I also ordered a new microphone, a condenser microphone, because right now my microphone is a really good one. I have this like Sennheiser headset that my girlfriend bought for me, and it's really nice, and the microphone's really good. But the problem with it, you have to be really careful, because it can actually pick up so much background stuff. It picks up breathing, it picks up aircon, it picks up any kind of noise in the background that's vaguely, you know, loud. It's a really good microphone. I mean, I think the quality of this microphone is by far the best I've ever had on a headset. But if I'm, you know, I felt like that I needed to get a microphone that was a bit better. There was this one time that I was live streaming, and I streamed for about a good 4 hours, and then usually after I've finished a stream, I'll just quickly replay the start of the video, or, you know, a few portions of the video of that live stream, just to see what the quality of the video is like. And after this live stream, I realized that my microphone was too loud, and it was picking up my breathing, and it was like way overpowering the game sound. And I was like, oh my god, like this sounds awful. Like, I don't want to have videos of me breathing, you know, that has my breathing on it. So that these kind of things have made me think I need to get a decent microphone, like a proper condenser microphone. But, you know, I didn't want to spend loads of money. Like, you can spend 100 US on that, you can spend 200. To be honest, I didn't want to spend that kind of money, because what I am doing, I don't think that you need professional kind of quality really with the kind of stuff I am doing, but you just need a good quality microphone that will help you to cut out some of the background noises, especially with the whole ASMR stuff. So I saw that Amazon had this offer, because I live in Hong Kong, and I haven't noticed in Hong Kong any of these kind of condenser microphones. I've walked into like music shops, I've been in computer centers, and I've never seen those kind of high quality USB condenser microphones. Anyway, recently Amazon sent me an email, and obviously they had seen that I've been viewing a lot of microphones but not actually buying them, but just having a look at them on Amazon. And that's really clever that they do that stuff, isn't it? But yeah, so they basically sent me an email with a load of these microphones that were on offer at the moment. So I managed to get this one called a CAD condenser microphone for like 40 US, which I thought was pretty cheap, and it's a USB one. The reviews on it were pretty good. Like, most of the people that reviewed it were giving it like 4 or even 4.5 stars, or even 5 stars out of 5, so pretty high scoring. So I thought, hey, you know, that was perfect, because I really didn't want to spend loads of money, because I think that's overkill with the type of stuff I am doing. I really feel like that's overkill. But yeah, this kind of thing, it's only like, what, $40 is not a lot, and hopefully it will bring a little bit extra quality to my videos, especially if I'm going to do the ASMR ones. I think it will cut out some background noise, it will cut out some like breathing, because I'm pretty sure, even though I've tried to set this microphone up carefully and I try to make sure obviously there's no breathing, I'm pretty sure some of my videos do still have that slight breathing stuff on it, or, you know, background noises. So I'm pretty sure this is going to be a positive thing, and it should help me a bit with my YouTube stuff. kind of cool. I mean, like I said on my video on Asia Boy 2008 channel, when I first started uploading stuff to YouTube, I never really took it seriously. I never really expected it to turn into anything. But from the very slight success I've had with that Asia Boy 2008 channel, it kind of made me think about that stuff a bit more seriously, and it made me think about, am I able to be a serious kind of content provider on YouTube? Am I going to be able to, build up a good, a following, like a decent kind of following? The problem is that Hong Kong is a very expensive place to live, so I don't really feel like I'll ever be able to live off of YouTube. So I don't think it's ever going to be like my permanent thing. Because, for example, a good example would be the amount of rent that I pay. So me and my girlfriend, our apartment in Hong Kong, and it isn't a very big apartment, it's like 400 square feet or something, we pay about 12,000 Hong Kong, which is roughly about 1,000 English pounds, which I'm pretty sure is about 1,800 US every month. That's our rent. So it's like you kind of need to be earning quite a lot of money to be able to have a good life in Hong Kong, and obviously working in Hong Kong, the earnings kind of reflect that. But I'm pretty sure I would never be able to get enough of a following on YouTube to be able to use that as my main source of income. But anyway, basically I just thought I would try to set up this other channel and try to do it in quite a professional way and see what happens, see if it actually goes anywhere. I suppose more than anything, I was just interested to see if I was able to do that. And I was just feeling like my Asia Boy channel was getting too clogged up with loads of different kinds of games. Like, it just seemed like such a kind of mixture of everything that I play, and all the videos that I put out, and there's quite a wide variety all on one channel. All on one channel. I really didn't think it was very, I really didn't think that was a very good way to go. Wow, we are really close to the destination. It says 15 miles, 14 miles away. This video has already been, nearly 40 minutes long, so this is going to be quite a long video, isn't it? Really didn't expect it to be this long, but I wasn't sure how far back I'd be. There is actually a guy who does playthroughs, like regular playthroughs of this game, if you're interested. I think he's called the UK Truck Sim Addict, or the Truck Sim Addict, something like that. You can search for him on YouTube, and he has quite regular videos. Quite a lot of them are good, but one thing... Ooh, I nearly crashed. One thing I find with him, sometimes he talks too fast. He's like quite a young kid, and he just talks really fast sometimes, and he doesn't really very often follow a kind of linear path of talking. He just will talk like at 1,000,000 miles an hour for most of the video. I think he does realise this, and he has been trying to rectify this a bit, but that's the only thing about his videos. They are usually informative and very interesting, and really good videos, but sometimes I just have to stop watching his video. If I'm feeling really tired and I put one of his videos on and he's like talking like that, I'm just like, oh, I need to stop watching it. But yeah, certainly if you want to see regular, because I think he's uploading pretty much every day one journey in this game on his account. So yeah, the Truck Sim Addict or the UK Truck Sim Addict. I don't remember which one it is, but something like that. I'm sure you'll be able to find it on YouTube. Hello, it's a fellow trucker. Of course, I don't have the real company mod on, so these are all vanilla trailers. They look pretty good though, don't they? So as you can see on my GPS, I'm really close to my final destination. Finally, this is, wow, this has been, I can't believe this is a 3-part video of one journey. That's crazy. And yeah, I'm just hoping that when I finish this journey that I'll be able to add that was a bit naughty. I'm just hoping I can add more mods back into the game, because I would hate it if I couldn't run any mods in the game, or if I had to restart the game just to do the mods. That would be crazy, because I'm like level, I think I must be close to level 15. I might even be higher than that in this game. I have played it quite a few hours, so it would be quite annoying to have to start from scratch again. So I am hoping, like I say, that I can work it out to accept the mods without me starting a new game. But we will see. Okay, this is my destination, I think, right here. Yeah, sure it's. Now, let's see how the reversing goes. No, see, I don't understand why people would skip the reversing. I find that's one of the most rewarding parts of this game, to learn how to do reversing, you know? Try reversing using just my wing mirrors, hopefully. Might be a bit tricky though. But yeah, like I said, I do find this part of the game really fun. Like I can remember when I first started playing UK Truck Sim, and I found this really hard, you know. I found reversing really hard, but not anymore. I've kind of learnt it pretty good. Okay, so I just earned 40,000 euros from that, and I'm now halfway through level 15, and 40,000 euros. That's pretty good. I'm pretty happy with that. So I'm going to continue, and so this is really good because it will show you where I am with my skills. I think I actually mentioned this in another video about that I've basically maxed out my ADR training for the transportation of dangerous goods, because I figured that would be a good way for me to make a lot of money, and I coupled that with long distance, because I figured long distance and highly flammable things, surely that's how I can quickly earn a lot of money. Yeah, I might start, should I start for like eco driving? No, you know what, I'm going to go for high value still. Ooh, and there's someone driving like a madman in Hong Kong. So there you go, all done. Okay guys, thanks for watching this video, and I will see you in the next one. I will continue from time to time do videos of this game, and if there's anything in particular that you'd like to see about this game, please let me know in the comments and I'll try my best to do it. So thanks for watching, and see you guys in the next video. Bye bye.